What is up, everybody? It is that green fellow again, and we are back at it again with another episode of Branching Out. I dropped my AirPod on the and I am here with my good friends Preston. Preston, say hello.
Preston here. Hello.
My boy Kenny
How's it going?
and the B Raxton.
What's that?
All right.
Oh
That is
my
the
God,
end of the
that was
intro. Okay, so for today's topic, we are talking about movies, and not just any specific movies, just the medium of film and movies. So we've got a good bit of notes from before this episode got running. So how do we want to go about this? You want to go through my notes, then we go through all y'all's notes or whatever, and talk about them.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want me to start with my notes, or do you want to do your notes first? Who wants to go first? How does it want to work?
I reckon you do yours first.
Yeah, I want to see how it starts.
Okay.
Work
All
my
right.
way from there.
We got some options. So here are the options as of right now. These are some notes that some of y'all, like Braxton and I think Kenny, were there when I made these notes. We got these are some stuff we can talk about in the movies or just movies in general. Iconic catchphrases, the appreciation of the creation of movies, cultural significances, inspirations in the medium, respect for independent film, and how movies influence us also, and how they make us feel. What would y'all like to talk about first?
That last one kind of hits hard. I'd like to do that one.
Any objections?
I'm all good with that.
Really?
All right. I think that's a good start too. How they make us feel. Okay. So,
Going on strong.
all right. How do the movies make us feel? Okay, I'm gonna start with in a general concept. It depends on what movie you're watching, and they can make us feel a lot of ways. They can make you feel sad, happy, hopeful. They can get you fired up. What are y'all's takes?
All right.
Honestly, a lot of movies tend to nowadays just lack emotional impact to me personally, but all I know is really most films from that I've watched over the years, most of them really just like get me pumped.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm always excited to see
I can agree.
what's to come of this and everything. Like
Yeah.
I personally went one of the only franchises I fully watched in theaters was the recent Godzilla franchise. I've been watching it in the movie theaters almost its entire lifetime, I believe.
Mhm.
Went back all the way to the 2013 one to what was most recent.
Yeah.
Honestly, every movie has left me pretty hyped. I've been liking them.
Oh yeah. Might I add to that? Yeah, what you said at the beginning. A lot of movies nowadays that I see, they're somewhat cash grabs in a sense. Some of them are. Some of them that you get hyped for are taken care of. But ones that are really trying to emotionally attack you in a sense, they're trying to get a hold of your gizzard, your emotional gizzard. But
Oh yeah.
a lot of them they can do that. Like the modern ones, like Avengers Endgame, stuff like that. They have good ways of taking care of their films without it being like, "Hey, these characters are doing something. Give us money." Like, but I will say a lot more as you go back in time, of course, because we're in a film class as well. Me, Braxton, and Preston are all in a film class at college together. As you go back in time, you see a lot more care for movies and a lot more risks taken with budget, with styles, and with how they go about making it. When there are great movies as of now that are coming out that are, I get pumped for. I'm like, yeah, they're getting out. One that I've been wanting to watch recently is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It looks very interesting to me. It's got Sam Rockwell in it.
Oh.
But like let me recuperate. A lot of these movies, it depends on how you're looking at it. Like someone still put work in to make this movie. It's just there's some that look like it's the intention of just making money, and there's some that looks like they wanted to make a story and make something with this. Like for example,
Yeah.
I watched I think it was either last year or the beginning of this year. We watched the new Anaconda with Jack Black and Paul Rudd. Me,
Mhm.
and some of my friends and family. We went and watched that. That was a fun movie. But I felt like it was kind of a cash grab. Now, people put hard work into that, but that's just how I felt about it. When considering there's other movies like Godzilla, I guess would be a good example. It's not just
Also,
a monster
Lord
movie.
of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah, it's a story.
Yeah.
Got Anaconda. It had a story, but I feel like they just remade it, tried to stimulate the possibility of, hey, let's try to make some money off of this.
Yeah,
But-
use people's nostalgia to make another quick buck.
Yeah, that was my take on that.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anything to add?
Well, I personally do like to see it when creators go out of their way to make these passion projects. Like, let's say the new Iron Lung. This was a passion project.
Yeah.
Of a guy who was willing to gamble it all for its success, and he actually did it.
Yeah.
He put a lot of passion, hard work, worked with everything to make sure he did a true and to the point adaptation of an art piece he truly loved.
Oh yeah, I've got a
'Cause
lot of
at
respect.
the end of the
for
day, that is
know.
what.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say they put a lot of respect to the original creation.
Yeah, it's really kind of like a copy and paste if you look at the
As
lore.
well as like
the game.
with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Do we got any other comments from our other attendees? Preston, Kenny, any takes, thoughts, comments?
Yeah. You can go, Kenny.
How they make us feel? How movies make us feel? That's the subtopic we're on right now.
I'm gonna be honest. Like what y'all said, a lot of the newer movies don't really put emotions. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
really affect
Yeah.
us emotionally a lot. And there'll be some like how you mentioned was, what'd you say, Endgame or Infinity
Yeah.
War?
Yeah.
One of them two. I'm gonna be honest, that one didn't really get me.
Yeah.
Really.
That one never really messed me up. None of the newer movies, like there'll be emotional scenes, but they won't
Yeah.
really get
I
me.
think
that.
it was really more of my nerd neurons crying in Avengers Endgame.
Probably.
Nerd neurons.
I will say one that gets me all the time is Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's a good one.
That I mean, like,
Dude.
makes me upset is Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of goes with like how I feel about movies. A bunch of the older ones, they have like
They
for
have
me, a
something
good
about 'em.
movie is their soundtrack and their plot.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Mhm.
the soundtrack can
Very-
tug on your heartstrings a little more than the actual plot of the movie.
Yeah.
Like Forrest Gump's soundtrack, that was just insane.
Yeah.
Like it was perfect. Same with a bunch of older movies and their soundtracks.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I feel to the music in a movie, and it kind of
yeah, I think a lot of creators that make movies put that in tandem. Like sometimes it can be like you just love the music more than the
Yep.
movie in itself. And or it can be like you love the plot and the movie more than the music. It depends. But then there's a middle ground where the movie and the music is just awesome. Like for example,
like all of it.
what? Give me an example. Go ahead, Chris.
I know y'all have heard of this from me a bunch, but literally any Rocky movie,
Any Rocky movie?
any
I've
Rocky movie,
Not
Yeah.
watched any of the Rocky movies.
Rocky 4 specifically.
When y'all brought that up about the music, what I was thinking was, and this is just biased a little bit, I love the movie The Dark Crystal from Jim Henson. that movie, I
haven't
love the
watched it.
story. It's
Gonna have
you
to
should
watch that.
you're gonna have to watch it. It's all puppets, but it's all good. But I love it. But because I love the movie and the story, I've got into the music too. Because at the time, that was my hyperfixation.
Mhm.
The music's good too. It sets the mood. It makes you feel what it is trying to intend you to feel, which is magic and wonder. You've just got to
Yeah.
watch the movie to understand it.
Yeah, like any training montage with a half decent song is just perfect to me.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
And
Another movie that
What were we saying, Kenny?
what is it? Another movie that kind of gets me. I haven't seen it in a while. I need to. I think it's called The Dark Tower.
I know what that is. I've not watched the movie, but I know a little bit.
I've
about
watched it
from
like
the book.
twice. I don't remember much, but it is really good from what I can
It's
remember.
part of like the Stephen King universe.
Yeah, it has Idris Elba, the revolver scene. Ooh,
I might need to watch it. I need to watch it. Forgot what I was going to say. Gosh dang it! Anyway,
he has a line in The Dark Tower. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's something along the lines of, "I don't aim with my eyes, I aim with my."
I think I've
That's
heard
why he
that.
never misses.
Well, I
Which I
saw
mean,
that in the
okay, that's
trailer.
kind of corny, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that made me remember. Okay, I think it's a no-brainer when I bring this one up. James Gunn, when he's directing really any movie, he picks out a good
Mhm.
soundtrack.
Yep,
hmm
Superman, good soundtrack.
got
Freaking
it
punk
downloaded.
rocker, yeah.
Downloaded.
All the
Yep.
Guardians movies, great
Downloaded.
soundtrack.
Yep.
Suicide Squad, both movies.
Downloaded. Yep.
Yep.
I didn't like the second one. I'm gonna be honest. The
What's
one that
up?
had Peacemaker or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Peacemaker's
I didn't
actually
like
better
that
than
one.
that movie, though.
I honestly like both of them. I think because I was younger, I liked the first one a lot better. It was like a fixation for me. But
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked both of them for what they were. They were pretty good. Any other movies? Okay, I got some. Preston, were you gonna say something though? I'll let you
I
go.
was just saying, you like the first one, then you remember Joker.
Yeah, did you remember Joe? Yeah.
Mm.
What was
Honestly,
his
for
name
me, the
again?
Joker was the only one I didn't like.
I liked him
Yeah.
for some reason at the time. I'm like, oh, this
Dude.
is cool Joker, the coolest Joker
Yeah.
ever. He's got tattoos and everything on his hands.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but Harley Quinn, like, what's her name? I forgot her name in real
Margot
life.
Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. That casting was perfect.
Yeah, that's not a hot take. Everybody agrees.
Well, I don't know of any other ones.
Well, there might be some dude out there who's like, y'all are all wrong. Rexon, do you not agree?
However, yeah.
Oh, I agree. I was just busy listening and also making sure I actually could hear you guys because for some reason my audio glitched out on me a second ago.
Yeah. And I just heard something that sounded like a freaking baby dinosaur, but we're gonna ignore that. What was that? What else was I talking about? Gosh dang it. Oh, I remember. I've got the notes right here. Okay. These are two movies that we've watched in our film class that help us make us feel. The only two movies that we've watched so far, I think. I'll talk about. I'm gonna start with I've got a third one here too. Casablanca. We'll start with Casablanca from 1959. That movie, for what it was a little bit of a propaganda movie because at the time it was still during World War III or World War II. I'm not sure. Anyway,
No World War III yet.
no World War III yet. Slip of the tongue. I didn't even notice. But anyway, that whole thing in the movie, the way that a lot of it felt was the beginning of the movie. Okay. So to give you some context for Casablanca, there's like immigrants trying to go to America, but they got to go through this place in Africa called Casablanca. Anyway, we got this dude named Rick. He's like ex-military. He runs the bar, everything. He comes in. He's running the bar with his friend Sam, playing the piano. All that. Everything's good. The thing is, his long lost love out of everywhere comes to this bar. Comes to his bar, and then he's like and then everything just goes out of whack after that. Like he starts drinking and all that kind of stuff. He's like, out of all the bars and all the world, she had to come to mine. But the thing is, they've got this song that they had for each other when they were together that Sam would play on the piano. Anyway, when he realizes she's here and then she leaves after they meet again, he's in the bar late at night and then he's yelling at the dude like, play the piano, Sam. If she can take it, I can take it. And it just feels, because you can see the sorrow on his face because she's like with this, the man she's with now is like her husband, but we didn't know at the time that was her husband when they were together. Anyway,
and they're all trying to get out in order to escape the Nazis because Casablanca, while it was still unoccupied France, it was split between those that were closer aligned with the Nazis and those that weren't.
Yeah.
And it was more a very interesting power struggle between the two.
But the point I'm trying to make is like when he's sitting alone in the dark with his friend Sam playing the piano, it's like if she can take it, because when she comes to his bar, she's like, Sam, play that song I like. And then when Rick hears it, he comes in like, I thought I told you not to play it. And then he meets the girl again. But he's drunk. Oh my gosh, he's going through it. He's having it rough, man. And he's like, if she can take it, I can take it. And when he starts playing that song, it zooms in on his face. And you can tell what he just said was not the truth. He's not taking it. Because it's hitting him hard. And it's felt that way. I can emphasize that way because it helped me emphasize a little bit because as of recent, I've went through something of a breakup myself. So I think of stuff from that past relationship that reminds me of my partner, and I emphasized with that scene and some of the aspects of that movie.
Yeah.
So that was my take on Casablanca. Any other comments on Casablanca that we liked, that we felt about?
Ooh.
I do. I have one thing to say about it.
Okay, I'm gonna let
Okay.
Braxton go first, and then you can go, Preston.
All right.
Well, the first thing is I do like how almost everything has something like behind it, like some meaning.
Yeah.
As like every little action between the main character saying, I don't stick up for nobody, to going and when his lover's husband is in trouble, he says, now what makes you think I'd stick up for him? He doesn't imply he goes from true neutral, not caring, to now all of a sudden, why do you think I care for him?
Yeah.
Even though it's like a subtle change. It's like, oh yeah, I do care now, but what makes you think I do?
Yeah.
What gave it away?
Yeah,
And I also do like how the officer, I wish I remembered his name, but the one officer that was more aligned to the Nazis, he also was truly neutral because at the end
changed his mind.
He changes his mind and ends up covering up the death of the general, which, oh well, spoilers, it's over 100 years. It's nearly 100 years old. It's an 80-year-old movie.
All right. Yeah. Those were some good aspects of the movie that we talked about in class, because like a lot of the main character was neutral for a lot because he didn't feel like he had really a calling or a purpose to fight for up until his lover came back with her husband. And through certain events, he at the end he finds what really he wanted to fight for, which was her in his own way. Just go watch the movie. Anyway,
Golly.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Y'all.
I'm sorry. I'm home alone. I get a little impulsive. I start screaming. I'm not going to do a lot of that. Okay, Preston. What was your?
Yes.
What did you want to say? You go ahead.
Is Kenny good?
Yeah,
No.
Kenny's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Dying over there.
Okay, the
Go ahead. Go ahead.
one thing I took from that movie was like he was on a roll. It looked like that first 30 minutes of the movie or first 20 minutes of the movie. He was on a roll. It's like whenever you recover from someone
Yeah.
and you think that you're just completely over it, and then at the drop of a hat, you see their face again.
Yep.
He drops everything. I'm basing it off what y'all said. He goes back to drinking. That song that plays, that just completely floods his brain.
Yep.
Everything
Oh yeah.
that happened with her, and it really doesn't
He
matter
goes.
how good you're doing.
Mhm.
If they come back, they're gonna
mess it up.
mess you up.
Yeah.
If you don't handle
Another
it right.
thing to go along with that is at the beginning of the movie, he is a very prestigious bar owner who has a lot of respect by everyone.
Yep.
Even the Nazis respect him on some level. And another thing is while he goes from extremely successful throughout the movie, after he sees her again, he slowly breaks down, and then his business is closed. He loses just about everything because, well, the Nazis shut down the bar. Then he has to let his employees go. Yada yada yada. But yeah, it really goes along with seeing that one person again
Yeah.
can really mess up and break down everything you've built back up.
Yeah. Let me add to that because Preston, Braxton, y'all hit the nail on the head about that. Because I can, for one, I can't speak for y'all, but I can for one say I've went through that myself
Yep.
with
Mhm.
crushes, stuff like that. People I've been trying to pursue that didn't have any interest in me, but they didn't know that I had interest. So I'm like, okay, well, I've just talked myself down. Like this ain't worth it. This ain't worth it to get emotionally attached to. You're hurting yourself. You said you're over it, but then because they're not aware of it. They might say something to you, or they might ask you something that might just perk that little spark back up to where maybe there's something when there's really not. It messes with you. It's not their fault because that again they don't know. It's more of
Yeah.
you've got to get your heart in order. But I feel the same way, and I did feel kind of like that with this movie as well. This is very much relating to the movie. To clarify, this was just something that we branched out to.
You said the thing.
Absolute cinema. All right. Any other comments or anything on this subtopic of how movies
Well,
influence people and how
only
they make us
thing-
feel?
Yeah, the only relating to Casablanca. At first, I didn't know if this woman had showed back up. I can't remember her name, but I didn't know if she showed back up just to mess with him, or actually try to start
Yeah.
something again with
Her
him,
name was
or
Elsa, I think.
she was on some sort of business
Yeah.
trip. Like
I
she
wanna-
clearly was, but
Yeah. I want to add something to that what Braxton said because he was upstanding bar and everything. There's a line in the movie where Sam I think said, "Well, we've never seen the host drink with anybody." I swear I saw one part of the scene where he just casually drinking with the police dude or somebody. I don't know. Anyway, but any other comments on Casablanca? Because I've got one more.
I remember. He wasn't drinking. He gave the police guy a drink, but he
Yeah.
was smoking the entire time.
Oh, okay. All right. Any other
Yeah.
comments, Kenny? I'm going to give you a little bit of a light. You want to say anything before we move on to another movie?
I never watched Casablanca, but it does
That's
sound like
right.
a pretty good movie from what y'all said.
Okay.
Sounds like I need to watch it.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Feel
Casablanca.
convinced.
All right. To move on to the other movie that we've watched in the film class, because this movie,
Finally.
compared to Casablanca, this one freaking tore me up. This one really, it's really squeezed my heart. All right,
Yeah,
so what we're talking about,
Let the gears the whole
this
turning.
movie, this movie is called Before Sunrise. It's got Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy in it, and
Which I called After Sunset like a dumb nut. So
it gets a little. The titles are a little
for
confusing.
For nearly a week, I was calling it After Sunset because I thought that was what it was.
Yeah.
Sequel's called Before Sunset
No. Yeah, that is.
or Before
Okay.
Midnight, and
Yeah.
then it's Before Sunrise.
It's Before Sunrise, Before
No,
Sunset,
yeah,
and
and
then
then
before
Midnight.
All right. So before we delve into this one individual movie, I want to say this. This movie was very emphasizing me. It's very relatable. So
Yes.
at this,
Yep.
I have had this planned before Sunrise. I'm leaving this as a digital verbal note. So if I look back on this recording, I want to do an episode on just the trilogy of the movies because after this movie, I went and watched the last two. I'm not going to say a lot on the last two. I'm just going to talk about this movie. But
Yeah, I gotta go watch those.
but I watched all three of them, and the way it left me wanting to make an episode on just that. So maybe if we all watch the movies, we can talk about them
Oh, I'm
on
definitely
an
going to.
episode. Okay, so we're talking about just the first movie. This one right now. Okay, so to give you some context for our viewers, Before Sunrise is really a people documentary. It's just people doing stuff, not very important or anything. It's just really them talking throughout the movie, doing stuff that isn't too important, but it's important to them by the end of the movie. It's where and this is how it makes me feel. The way it makes me feel, this movie does, because the way they play it out is they're on the train. They're going back. They're trying to go back home. The two characters that meet each other are, but the situation in reality, they wouldn't have been able to meet each other unless the way it happened in the movie happened. They would have not met each other and had this relationship connection. This is a romance movie to be
It
on.
was a pure chance encounter.
Was a pure chance.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
a
our movie
romance
club.
movie to What were you saying, Preston?
I was just saying that's our whole movie class this semester.
Yeah.
Romantic
Yeah.
movies.
We're just been watching romantic movies in our film class. Casablanca is a romantic movie as well. But the thing is, by pure chance, they met each other, and all their reality obligations, all the stuff they needed to get back to in their lives, they just decided, Ethan Hawke's character is just like, hey, you want to get off the train with me? Because he thought Julie Depthley, her character, was pretty. Then they got off in like Vienna, and they spend a whole day together from when they get off the train to the next morning, and it's just them doing stuff together, talking, and really they don't give you like exposition in the formal sense to where like, oh, by the way, I was born yada 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 and here da 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 da. It slips up in conversation because they're trying to get to know each other, and it just oozes out because a lot of the movie is seeped into it trying to be as real as it can be. Any other comments? That was my first contextual statement for our viewers.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I'm nothing to say on that. Just how it made me feel.
Yeah. Well, who wants to
yeah,
go first?
I can speak a little about it, but
Okay.
I like how the fact that it was by chance they just happened to meet each other and look at each other, and then they start talking. They start hitting it off very well. Oh, and it ends in him asking her to get off the train with him. And I like how, while there is some resistance, he eventually convinces her purely out of the fact that they both seem to actually really like each other by this point, and they're really connected, and they're actually willing to put down some of their needs and immediate things that they have to do, like their responsibilities, just to give it a try.
Yeah.
And it speaks to me in a way.
I
But,
feel the same way. You've opened my. I didn't think about that until you said it.
I also find it very ironic, fourth wall break, that he talks about that show idea he has where everyone just gets a 24-hour period of them just being recorded just seeing their day-to-day life,
Yeah.
and then it proceeds to do exactly that for those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Preston?
Yeah, whenever they were on the train and they first met, a quote tied in my mind from The Walking Dead. What you remember Negan from
Yeah.
The Walking Dead? He said when he had them all lined up, or when he said to Rick in the van or the RV or whatever, he said, "Think about what happened, or no, think about what could have happened, what happened, and what can still happen." And it kind of makes me like not want to regret anything.
Yeah.
And whenever I see them on the train, it's like thinking about what you can actually do right then and there instead of just, hey, I'm talking to you, and then they leave.
Yeah.
And then they never see each other again.
Oh yeah.
And also, that montage of shots at the end of the movie that showed everywhere they've been that really mean nothing
Yeah.
to the average person, but it does to them. I've never related more to that in my life.
Yeah.
Because I will sometimes drive to random spots that I used to hang out with people just because
Oh
it
yeah.
was special to me.
I feel that, man. Kenny, I know you haven't. I know you haven't watched the movie, but you have any opinions or anything?
Sounds like I might need to watch that one too.
It is
Okay.
good.
Don't worry, Kenny. After this, we're gonna go into some movies that you've probably watched. I want to say one more thing about it as well. The time that they spent through the movie, because, like I said, they really disregarded a lot of their responsibilities in society and in the world that they had to do. But a lot of it, even though we didn't know what their responsibilities were, both of these people were like, you have no idea how much this time that we've spent together means to someone like me, because there's so much probably baggage and stuff going on in their lives that we just don't know about. So
Yeah.
the whole time they were spending together felt like it was out of the real world time, like it was a pocket dimension just for them in a sense of
Yeah, it felt like
just magic.
felt like a fairy tale inside of a day.
Yeah.
Like it felt so unrealistic and relatable at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
And
Yeah, it
they
felt
moved
like
on.
the one fantasy that some people have. Well, I'm guilty of this fantasy of just
Yeah.
you are like a daydream almost. You're sitting there one day, you see this girl, she's pretty, and then you two hit it off, talk, everything. Things get closer and closer from there, and boom, you have a life together, and it's beautiful to me.
yeah.
Mhm.
I will say I want to add what Preston said when he was talking about stuff that still can be and like not regretting anything. I felt because when what initiated it was the girl had moved her chair. Julia Delpy's character had moved her chairs because there was this couple fighting, so she moved chairs across from Ethan Hawke's character. It's Ian or Ethan, I don't know. Anyway,
It's Ethan.
Oh,
Okay.
I think the character's name was Jesse.
his
Yeah,
name was Jesse, and the other one was Celine, I think. Anyway,
Mhm.
Celine moves right across from Jesse, and Jesse sees her. Jesse sees her, but then, yes, then he looks away like he's gonna go about his normal day. But you can see before he even speaks, there's conflict in him whether he's gonna do it or not, which I really empathize with, because I felt like if I was in that situation, I would have seen her and would have been like, you know what, we're not gonna talk to her. I'm a little shy. I don't want to be like that, but I feel like that would be the reality. So I want to somewhat aspire to be a little more outgoing in that regard with anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
movies
the
like
biggest
this
Yeah,
thing.
because
make me want to go do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
It
just
makes
go
me
out of
want
my
to
way.
go out of my way. Yeah.
yeah, another thing
Especially
is
this one.
thing I really love about how the movie does it is he is while he's sitting there looking at her, he does hesitate. Like he is nervous, he's shy,
Yeah.
but he gets over it and he goes out and does it anyway. And throughout the movie, even though they're hitting it off really well, they both have several awkward moments of just sitting there looking at each other because they really only met that day, and it was also like they just didn't know what to say to each other because it felt like they had already grown so close over such little time.
Yeah.
Especially when they got off the train.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I want to, all right, this is going to be to, I think, end this topic a little bit. I don't know 100% right now, but I want to say this was at the end of the movie because they had talked about, they didn't, through this whole time, they didn't give numbers, they didn't give emails or anything because they didn't want the magic to go. They were worried that if they kept talking off and on, they would fizzle out, which in some cases, in reality, that can happen. But I feel like if it does, there's stuff like that that does happen. Um, that that really, if it doesn't, if your relationship doesn't can't endure through that, I don't think it was meant to be anyway. You know what I mean? But at the end of the movie, they were like, we're just good. We're just gonna have this one day and not see each other ever again. When they're the girl's about to get back on the train and he's about to catch a flight, and it's right. She's right there about to get on the train, and they've been telling themselves it's probably best that we don't ever see each other ever again. Their true colors come out.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, all that saying like never see each other again. I don't believe it because like even before they even said it, their bodies and the way the actors portrayed it felt so real. I felt like I was there feeling what they were feeling. Like they were trying to tell themselves something realistic that was like it's probably best we don't see each other, but their hearts were in a sense yearning for one another, and they were like, and it really it squeezed my heart. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
it's
big.
impossible.
I'm not a big mushy guy, but I do want to be more open about talking about my feelings. But that really got me, where they were just about to break down because they knew that if they went through this, this would be the last time they'd probably see each other. Which it could have been, but then they all just they dropped the actor like, okay, we might have found something, and they wanted to pursue it. And that was just a really good scene for me.
They didn't let harsh reality control them because the entire time they're being realistic. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, she lives here, I live all the way over here.
Yeah.
I would have to go all the way back to America. It would be such a difficult process to make everything work, and it might not
Exactly.
work out anyways. And then they just disregard it because they realize, no, that's not what I want. I want this.
In what my opinion on that is with the reality, if it's really worth it, God's gonna show it to you, and so you'll pursue it. That's my opinion on it. I'm never gonna not talk about God on this channel. That's just the thing we're gonna get on. Like if he comes up or he comes onto my heart to talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. If you don't vibe with that, listeners, you can turn me off. You can do whatever. Shut the frick up. Anyway. Anyway, my thing is like
You need to leave.
if God tells you that this relationship is worth it, I don't think there's anything that should stop you from going to those lengths. But for me, I haven't found any. I don't feel like I found anything like that long distance wise to where I feel like I go out because like I've got friends all over the states through Discord or whatever. But my thing is like we're good friends, yes, but reality, I'm not going like buy $100 hundreds worth in gas to go see them or get a ticket for a flight. Like if it's convenient, financially convenient for me to be able to do it, or maybe we meet halfway, I could do it. But there's certain reality statistics to where I'm like, I'm okay with doing it. But if it's like a sign from literal God, you're like, you've got to go do this, or you've got to go see this person, I would do it. There is but yeah. Oh, there was one more point. What Preston had said about taking the risks. Yeah, this is branched out from. We're still on the movie, but it stemmed from the movie. We branched out a little bit. Anyway, the taking risk thing. We've had these kinds of conversations at school a lot for different reasons.
Yeah.
We'll get into
Over
those
a game
later.
of Grudge, might I add.
Huh?
Oh, sometimes over a game of cards, might I add.
Exactly.
Who,
Yes.
me?
Who, me? That was a perfect timed soundboard. Anyway,
Oh no.
it's gonna be in the recording too. Tyler, you're gonna see this. Hopefully it'll pick up really good in recording, but yeah. Okay, so the taking risk thing. This is a message for all of the listeners, and I want to say for me and for us, whatever we're dealing with, I can't preach because I don't know what you're saying, but this is just from me, from my heart, that we've spoke out loud in a sense in our community. Excuse me. My part of like taking risks is very encouraging in this movie because taking risks makes you find out what it's worth. Because like my thing is like if when it comes to like movies like this, the relationship, if it comes easy, most of the time it's meant to be in a sense, or it's the path God wants you to take. But my thing is like if it don't come easy, it ain't the one. But the point is sometimes you've got to get out of your comfort zone and take that social risk, which really in hindsight after you do it ain't really a big risk. You still alive afterwards because some people are really nervous or scared about confessions to people. I've done that for asking them out or just talking to them. I've done this with several people in my social loop. Anyway, my thing is you've got to take the risk to know. You've got to take the risk to find out.
Yeah.
And if you don't and nothing happens, there's no one to blame but yourself. So that's what I was just saying. Don't be scared to take risks because it can, one, be nothing and not hurt you, or two, it could be everything that you were hoping for and you were just brave enough to take that step. And if you didn't, that was only you stopping you. That was my only little tidbit about that. That would be $30 for my therapy session.
If you never had something, you ain't gonna lose it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. That's yes, sir. This dude's on the wavelength.
He's on the way.
I'm on the spectrum.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
What were you
Been there,
saying?
done that.
What were you saying, Braxton?
Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Me?
Okay, let's not overuse that.
I'm making
my
one for myself.
bad. I lost my entire train of thought. Yeah, oh, sorry.
It's okay. If it comes back to you, let us know. But
Yeah.
we've only been on this one subtopic, and we're already 40 minutes
I
in.
remember. Okay.
Real fast before y'all continue, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I gotta go poop.
That's fine, Kenny. Thanks for letting us know. All right, what were you saying, Braxton?
Yeah.
Spooky
One
spooky
final
season.
thing to note. By the end of the movie, it truly like. One thing I'll say in modern day, and honestly, most movies in general struggle with. After watching that movie, I felt the need to try to be a better person. I felt encouraged, and I felt like I truly should try to be better.
Yeah.
And it a lot of movies just do not succeed in conveying that or doing that, making someone feel like that.
Yeah.
Like it's very difficult. So
yeah.
I think it truly
Yeah.
speaks to a testament of how the movie actually
Yeah.
truly is.
What you just said is also kind of a testament of good way of portraying messages in a movie without being too on the nose about it. But in a tactful way to portray a message, but not be too on the nose about it in a way to where like you're not saying, "Hey, we think you're stupid," but this is the message in simple terms where you can understand it as you watch it as your own individual.
Yeah.
Well,
What the fuck?
it's okay. It's okay you didn't say it. If you do,
I
we'll edit
did
it
cut
out.
my-
It's okay. You catch yourself. That's a good point. Anyway,
I was about to say, what was that little like chuckle? Just,
I don't know. That was Preston, I think.
That was me. That was me.
what in the world was that?
I'm just
Anyway,
laughing.
we're gonna end that subtopic of how movies and people how movies influence us and make us feel. We didn't really talk about how movies influence us, so you want to do a little bit about that? Well, really, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, from
Okay,
especially from Before Sunrise. I told my
yeah,
piece on it
I
for the
know.
No
It
Regrets.
really surged my being when I watched the movie. Okay, but
Yeah.
we'll end it right there. But out of these two movies, Casablanca and Before Sunrise was my favorite. It was.
Yeah.
So, and
Uh-huh.
I had said prior in the episode that we would do a movie, an episode on this movie and the two sequels, the whole trilogy. I'd really like to do that.
Yeah, it's just the
Nice.
start.
Yeah, this is just the start. This is just the stamp note for the future episode that we'll do on it because it's really good. But I
Mhm.
want y'all to watch it. Obviously, whoever's in the episode to watch it so we can all be on the same page and bring multiple angles to it. But that's
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
definitely
future.
gonna watch the trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for the future. Okay. So, all right, let's do. We've got that one down.
Why not? Let's try some iconic lines from
Yeah,
movies that have cemented them.
That would be a good.
I already said one,
That'd
but
be
it wasn't iconic. It was
yeah.
just what stuck with me.
Which one?
The
Okay.
Negan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I will say this would be a good place to do. Waiting for Kenny,
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
but
We could
yeah.
talk about. Well, never mind. Kenny might want to talk about that too. I was about to say
Which
those
one?
are some
Yeah.
anticipated movies and shows.
Okay, we can. I don't have
Yeah,
that at the
he
point, but
was
we can talk
wanting
about
to talk about one as well.
it.
Yeah, but I feel
Okay.
like Kenny already said something.
All right. All right. So we want to do iconic catchphrases.
Ah,
I got to come up with some. I didn't even really take notes on that.
It's a check mark, Preston. It's a check
uh,
mark.
an iconic, one of the, as iconic as it gets, an
One was shot
iconic
in.
line. Thanos, man, Thanos is
Yep.
hitting iconic line after iconic line. Like I am inevitable. Run from
Yep.
it, hide from it. It arrives all the same,
His
bro.
tongue is
That-
like a fine wine.
bro.
His tone is like a
A comparison
dad.
I
I
love
said
is
tongue,
like,
but okay.
well, one thing I do know and like hearing is I've heard someone compare or like iconic lines from someone like Ultron. Someone told me that to listen to those lines but hear it in not Ultron's voice and to tell them that it didn't sound like a Redditor. It was just that made me stop taking Ultron.
I kind of see it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I stopped taking Ultron seriously, bro.
Yeah,
Like I
That was
unironically
meant to be
it's
beautiful.
like
Sure, bud.
Dude, Loki's gonna have to catch up with his iconic phrases and quotes because
In the
Ultron
show,
and
he
Thanos are
had
the
a
ones
good
that
one.
are just instead of doing that, he just took over the whole freaking multiverse. He's holding everything together.
Yeah, but he had some good lines.
Yeah.
We have
Mhm.
I forgot everything he said, dude.
There was
I
one
forgot
where,
everything
like-
happened in Loki.
All right. Have y'all watched the ending?
oh,
Have y'all watched the ending of the Loki series?
Yeah, but I forgot everything that happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the woods. Hold on. I'm just
All right, but can am I
sounds.
am I okay to talk about the Loki
What is that?
before anybody hasn't watched it?
Well, I don't know if Kenny's ever gonna watch it, but
Anyway, there's one scene, and even the actor Tom Hiddleston. This was like the last thing he said at the end of the show. This is the last line Loki has said so far in the Marvel universe. It was when he was about to become basically Idrisil. He became that big
Yeah.
tree, basically. He said,
Mhm.
and
He's
Tom,
burnt you out.
Tom, yeah. Anyway. Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston had thought about this line to say because really he got to make up the line, I think. But he said at the end of his last line so far in MCU was, "I know what kind of God I have to be for you, for all of us." And then he walked out, and that was the last thing he said before what he is now. And that
pretty
was
good.
really hard. and it mirrors his like one of his lines in like I think the first Thor movie where I think it was he was hanging off the Rainbow Bridge and it was either Thor holding him up or his father or something, and he said, "I did it for you, Father, for you, for all of us," and then he falls. That was mirroring that line. I think it was just a good line because up into that character moment, he went through a lot of character moment, knowing what he wanted to be, what he wanted to do, and he finally figured it out in a sense.
Ooh,
Gonna
I
find
just thought
him.
of a good one. Hey, Preston,
Yeah.
you watch Invincible, right? You know, remember
Who, me?
Mark getting talked to by his father when he beats him up in season 1?
Yeah.
After he
like trying to
beats the ever
talk-
living mess out of him?
Yeah, when he was trying
Like,
to talk him
everyone
down, or
around
after he beat
you-
him up.
After he beat him up when he was in that bloody face, like
Oh.
gore.
Is it a freaking
Like,
hole?
Yeah.
why do you defend these people? Everything that you do and everything that they will be, or something like that, will be gone, and you
Yeah.
will watch it all burn.
You're fighting so
something
you
like-
can watch everyone around you die.
Yeah.
Think, Mark.
Yeah,
Big
The
Mark.
world, this world
Think.
will crumble to dust and blow away. What will you have after how many years?
500.
500 years.
Kenny's back.
Perhaps.
yeah.
And then Mark says, "I'll have you, Dad. I'll have you." Because in the context of Invincible,
Yeah.
if you haven't watched it, these characters live for a long time because they're like aliens. But that
Yeah,
was
that-
that really was a
they're
good
neat.
line.
Yeah,
That
you,
was
Dad.
a hard
I'll
line.
have-
That one went
I'll
good.
have you.
No, let me add something to that too, because after he said that and he stopped and then he looked at his bloodstained hands and he flew away. That was just icing on
Realize
the
what he
cake.
done.
Yeah.
Peak.
Peak.
Well, that's what he gets for raising them as a human. Like,
Yeah.
They are strong-minded people, but I mean, they might be weak, but they got a strong
Clearly, Deborah
mindset.
was doing something right, because even then,
Yeah.
old Omni-Man wanted to come back.
Yeah.
I think I
No
miss my
s-
wife.
I miss
I think I miss my wife.
That's a
No
line.
way!
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
But
I made a
Kenny,
mistake. Okay,
Kenny
we
you
can
were
stop.
Kenny, we were gone.
I just remembered
And
that
we're-
one animatic.
Which one?
Oh,
Oh, the animat. Oh, I was thinking of that one animatic from TF2. It's just like women. And they're just all cackling at
Back
each
to
other.
Invincible.
I don't know why it made me think
Back
of that.
to
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
back to
on
Invincible,
top.
please. We're canceling Braxton. He hates women. I'm playing.
Well,
Ah,
I'm reading the I have all the compendiums right now. I'm
Oh,
trying to
that's
read
sick.
through. I'm at the part where Mark had just got the crap beat out of him. He has to marry the fish god after
Yeah.
her husband, who
We're
was
going to
a-
get back on topic after this.
after he got murdered from. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm at the part where he just got beat up,
Yeah.
and I'm really trying to catch up before the season comes
Yeah.
out, and I have like a whole compendium to get through before I
Yeah.
do that.
I've just watched all of the story in YouTube Shorts.
Oh my gosh!
Anyway, but Kenny, you were gone, so we're filling you in. We're
Uh-huh.
doing iconic catchphrases now, and it spiraled off to
Ooh.
Invincible.
and or
Okay.
iconic
Oh.
lines of dialogue.
It branched out, you could say. Alex,
uh,
stop. Alex, stop.
He just said the thing.
Anyway,
He said the thing. Oh,
Ball,
any others,
Just
guys?
it's
My
not
name is
from a
Jeff.
movie, but there's this one guy I watch on YouTube. His name is Rubik's Raptor.
Okay.
I forget what game he was playing, but it was him and two of his buddies. They were fighting aliens. They killed the alien, and then one of them goes, "It was man who was made in God image, not you, scum."
yes, Ignis Corp all the way.
Okay.
I like that was a good one. I like
Alright.
that.
That is the one
Man.
exception for a non-movie catchphrase I will take, though.
Real.
Right. From
Okay.
Forrest Gump.
Obviously, Forrest Gump's got
Forrest
another
Gump.
one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good quotes. from here
You ain't
too.
got no
Like, whenever-
legs, Lieutenant Dan. I
No.
just felt like running. I love you, Jenny.
Dude, when Bubba
I'm not a
dies-
smart man,
yeah,
but I
what-
know what
what
love
love
Oh,
is.
that's a good one. Yeah, that's, It's one of
That's
the
When
best
he
ones.
he was talking about when Bubba died,
Mm.
I cried.
Mm.
I was closer to crying then when Jenny died.
Yeah.
He
The only
said-
one I got upset on was whenever his mom was dying.
I
Yeah,
want to
that was
say
sad.
I'm
with
not gonna
Jenny,
lie, I unironically hated Jenny's character.
I want to say
Yeah.
this on Jenny real quick.
She came back when he was rich.
That's how they do. I'm playing. I'm playing. Okay. I want to say this about Jenny in a positive way. She was on her death because she had like cancer or AIDS or something. I don't know.
She had AIDS.
Yeah. Anyway,
She had a lot.
she for the whole movie rejected Forrest, but when she found out she was done, she at that moment realized that Forrest was really the only person that genuinely loved her, even if
Yeah.
it was in his own special way.
Yeah.
Which really wasn't special because I felt like he did love her, yeah. But
Mhm.
it took her for a long while to see past his issues and realize this is really the closest person to me that I have. Which
also
is
the fact that she had his
Yeah.
kid.
yeah, she had his kid too. Yeah.
Dude, back when he was on the Bubba died in his arms, he said, instead of being a shrimp boat captain, he died right near that river in Vietnam. That's all I have to say about that.
That kind
He
of
says that a
Invest
lot.
in Apple.
yeah. I mean, he did so less, but said so much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
From that
But-
day on,
There's a
I
lot
was
of good
going
ones of
somewhere.
Forrest Gump too.
I was ready.
Yeah, I also thought of one for Major Payne, but I forgot it, so
Oh,
I'll just
man.
name drop Major Payne
don't
there.
get me started. I love Major Payne.
Birds.
What'd you say to me, dude?
That made my childhood.
All right,
Um,
my group of scrotum sacks. Unroot yourselves and get in the beds. We got the train starting tomorrow.
All right. So,
Uh,
I guess it is technically a movie. Yeah, you said Invincible. This should count too. Anyway,
yeah, a show can
um,
work too.
show can work. So, as
Movies
y'all
and
know, I'm
shows.
really into Warhammer.
Yep.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
Yep.
There
yes.
is a
Thank you. Sorry.
there is a TV series.
Oh my!
Are you going to be
of-
talking about Level Up or Next Level?
No, not Level Up. It is like a Warhammer specific thing. I think you have to have Warhammer Plus. Don't know how to do that. Whatever.
Oh.
There's a TV series called Angels of Death, which focuses on blood angels. Not going to go into specifics. There's this one in particular. I haven't watched the whole thing, but they have a curse and they have to deal with it together. If they don't, bad stuff happens. And this one gets accused of being cursed because he had to deal with it by himself. He's like, and then he's having an argument with his commander, and his commander's like, "You're no different than us. We all bear this curse. So why are you trying to make it seem so bad?" And he goes, "We do bear it together, but together I was alone. No one could help me. No one would understand."
I think I've heard that.
I'm going to get something to drink real quick.
Okay.
That one is a good one. I like that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff. Speaking of iconic lines and catchphrases, this isn't really one. This is just stapled into the game in itself, but Iron Lung is a movie now. You know,
Yeah.
the note that they find in the movie where it's the dude writing his last few words before he eventually probably died. The beginning of the movie, as they're showing you them put the sub down into the sea of blood, it's reciting that note. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see what it says. What are the opening lines of Iron Lung? Let's see. This is not an expedition. This is an execution. Let me see if I can find the whole thing. Iron Lung note. Thank you, Google. All right, here was it. Here, this is what it says. The note in it says, and this is a movie, so this is a movie. They say this in the movie because it's in the game, so they put it in a movie. This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is all illusionary as the starlight. As the starlight, I will choose to breathe my last breath here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. It's a really good line.
Mm-hmm.
Not line,
That
it's
is
a really
really
good
good.
speech. I really liked it.
Very
So-
nihilistic, but very,
Yeah.
very good.
Like, obviously, I need to name drop the Star Wars one. I love you, I know. There's a lot of good ones in Star Wars.
No, I am your father.
No, I am your father. And then it's like, do or do not, there is no try. Then there is, I love you, I know. Then there is, you underestimate my power. And then there's,
What was that from again?
That was from Phantom Menace, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, no, that was
Mhm.
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, Jack Gunn.
Yep,
I
Revenge
thought
of
of a
the Sith,
good
that's
one, but it was. I thought of a good one, but I forget his line. It's Master Oogway's line before he passes in the very first Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, it's like today
His
is a
final
gift.
line before he passes away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't find it.
That was.
One second.
Alright.
What is Master Oogway's final line as he passes away in the first movie?
Coughs, dies.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
Yes.
He didn't.
Yes.
He said that before he died.
Something like that.
Anyway, that is the line I was thinking too. Any others?
I know there's some good ones. There's some from like some old westerns. I'm trying to remember. but
There,
I just
okay,
can't find
in Star Wars, there is the one where he says "I know." There's another movie, but I can't say it as of right now. Where he says that, and we'll figure it out. Y'all figure it out eventually when we get to the point that we need to. Don't
I'm
worry.
your Huckleberry.
What movie is that
Us.
from?
Tombstone.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
Can
You
you
gotta
hear
love
that?
Tombstone.
Yes.
Oh.
Not now. But
Okay,
What
to
was
give you
that?
context, my mother is calling me on the doorbell, so I need to
Go ahead,
be
homie.
right back. We're gonna take a small intermission break by
Are we still
pausing
gonna be
the.
live?
Shut the freak
Okay.
up, Preston. I'm playing. I love you. We're gonna take a small intermission break in the recording, so everybody be silent as I pause the recording.
All right. Locked in.
Okay, intermission is over. We are back from our brief break.
Yeah.
We are still talking about catchphrases, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, Kenny gave us a note about game quotes that we could do for our next episodes or whatever, because we might do a video game episode later. Anyway, what's the word? What's the haps? What's your major? That's from Adventure Time. That's a quote.
Real.
There's a lot of stuff from Adventure Time I could freaking really come back to. If y'all don't have anything
Really just-
else,
I was taught. Well, I did bring up the Sixth Sense. Have you seen that, Alex?
all right, I'm gonna come back to you, Preston. We're gonna let Kenny go first. Go.
So really, anything that Jake the dog says
Jake the
could
dog,
be
yeah.
pretty good.
What were you saying,
Ice
Preston?
King.
Ice King, oh yeah. Preston, Sixth Sense. I can't remember. Sixth Sense. Oh, I see dead people. That one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a,
They thought of Kendrick Lamar first.
Oh. okay.
I see dead people.
Well,
It really has no meaning. It's just creepy.
Is there anything else on that we'd like to add or not? If not, we'll move on by.
I know I've got some. I just cannot remember them, and it
just
hurts.
nothing comes to
Yeah.
mind, but I have a bunch.
Okay,
I
well,
just
if they
forgot.
pop in your
Yeah.
head, we can do maybe a 2-second thing and say, "Oh, this was something." By the way, da da da. Then we're gonna stay on topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna branch out to the next topic.
That's
I'm not
You got
gonna
the
do.
thing.
I
You got the
promise.
thing.
I promise. I'm not gonna say that every freaking time. Well, I might. It might be a thing. We'll
You
see.
should.
We'll see.
You should.
Might be a thing.
All right, we're branching
might
out to the next
be a thing.
topic. All right, these are the topics we have
Mayhaps.
left. Plus,
Perfect.
after these that I have, we can do notes of y'all's if y'all have any, or just stuff you want to talk about. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to keep it maybe under 2 hours, an hour, and
Good idea.
an hour and
Oh,
maybe
what is
50.
our current time at?
It is an hour and 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it to maybe an hour and 50
Hmm.
minutes.
I
Maybe
thought it was
the
gonna go
max.
hour 30.
Hour 30. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. 50, I think I'm gonna close it up. Anyway, we'll see when we get
Either
there.
way, I got. Oh, my bad. I was gonna go on a tangent, but
It's all
yeah, I was
good.
gonna play some D&D later.
It's all good. Anyway, here are the subtopics I have left. Appreciation for the creation, on how creation of movies comes about, cultural significances, inspirations in the medium, respect for independent film. Those are
Ah,
what we want to do next.
I think.
I got all my heavy hitters out of the way. I have nothing to add.
Could I get a repeat of that?
All right, creation, appreciation, like how appreciate how go
Oh
into
yes,
how they make
I
the
can
movies.
do that one. Yes.
Then we got cultural
Yes, I can do
significances, inspiration in the medium, respect for independent film. What do we want to do?
I could talk about some creations,
All right.
like appreciation for the creations.
Any objections?
Honestly,
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's go for it. Rexton, what you got?
well, honestly, I feel like people really don't really acknowledge just how much effort some franchises went through just to build these beautiful worlds, such as like the first ever Star Wars. Like
Oh, yeah.
some of the behind the scenes things about Star Wars, a lot of the gear they used was actually real. Like the blasters and everything were old, retired, or what's it called? Safe, neutralized guns or whatever that
I saw something.
or
like
just
that.
added
Talking
where
about that.
had props and stuff added to them. Yeah, like everything they did, they went far and beyond to make sure everything felt as real as possible. Or like this was a true sci-fi realm. Like
The
they went out of
lightsabers
their
were
way
real.
to
The
build
government
this
just doesn't want
beautiful.
you to know.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
The lightsabers are real.
Oh,
My
I went
uncle
away to
had
get me a
one.
drink. I was.
My uncle had one.
Yo, I got one.
The plasma sabers.
Oh.
Not officially though. Not officially.
On the note, and this also stitches into independent film, in a sense. Iron Lung. We're gonna talk about Iron Lung again. I just want to
Yeah.
add the tidbit of Iron Lung. The whole movie is shot, other than maybe a couple scenes, outside of the submarine, but the majority of it's inside the submarine. They built the whole submarine for the movie, and then
Yeah.
it's got like the highest numbers of used fake blood because it's like an ocean of blood. They used a lot of gallons of blood for that movie.
Mhm.
It's up there.
And also to go on with that about making the actual things is Jurassic Park. People don't really understand. Rexy was real. Like she was a giant animatronic T-Rex that would
What?
whenever she was actually doing something, yeah, most of the time when she was moving around and stuff, she was CGI. But the moment she crashed into the car and like crushed
Oh yeah,
it,
that's right.
started taking parts off, it was real. And that's actually why she is missing a tooth, because during the setup, during the first run, she breaks one of her teeth off in colliding with the car. And that's why in literally every
British
fiction
dinosaur.
she is in, Rexy permanently has a tooth missing. Yeah.
Boy, mate, I'm a
That-
dinosaur in it.
An honest passion is just glorious.
Yeah.
But yeah, world building is just such like Jurassic Park's early Star Wars, actually even modern day Star Wars by some expanse, Avatar, they all work so hard.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, like it's beautiful. They make these vast, beautiful worlds. They truly put into it.
Right.
You could see every little neat detail
Yeah.
or like how the plants
Braxton,
truly are alive.
I'm gonna ask you to slow down just a little bit when you talk because you're breaking up
they
a bit.
interact with everything, every living thing. My bad.
No,
My
you're good.
bad.
You're just breaking up a bit.
My bad, G.
No, you're good. You're good. You were just breaking up.
About to
Anyway,
get up.
one of the things
How-
is I want to add. One of the movies you can add into that is look at some of the behind the scenes for Star Wars. Obviously, the Dark Crystal,
Mhm.
because all of that is puppetry.
Mhm.
Look at the sets they made for that and how they went about
Mhm.
it. Even for like the Netflix show, look at all that stuff. That's the reason that they didn't have a freaking sequel, another season 2 for the Dark Crystal series because it was too big of a budget. It worked. It was a great show. It was worth it, but for some reason they didn't want to pay that too big of a budget. Like they were okay giving pretty
Yeah.
substantial budgets back then. Really, they're kind of more like, let's use the computer. But it works. It
That just made
depends.
me think of a very funny thing where kind of like that just reminded me kind of how Netflix is with K-pop Demon Hunters. Like they did not expect that to succeed, but it just
Yeah.
absolutely blew out the water.
Oh yeah.
And now they're just like, oh, didn't expect that to do anything.
There wasn't
Nice.
really before it dropped. There wasn't really a lot of advertising for it. There was maybe like 2 trailers, I think.
Yeah, like they thought it was going to fail. Like
Yeah.
it takes. It's just like I don't know. It's something about it, man. It's like the company that
Anime
literally
groups.
put this up and published it expected it to fail, but in reality, it's just it's just a good movie that people worked really hard and truly it felt like there was passion behind a lot of the things that they made in it.
Yeah. Dang it, dang it. What was I gonna say now? What was I gonna say now?
Ooh.
Oh,
Another thing.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my bad again.
No, you're good.
But yeah, another thing was they actually had some realistic setups in Harry Potter. Like the Harry Potter movies had some real props. Like some of the broom flying scenes, I believe there was straight up like they had them
They were actually flying.
balancing on these things. Yeah, and they were held up by lions, obviously, but they very much were actually in the air
Yeah,
during it, and it had a giant fan blowing at them.
for real.
Like they truly wanted to give it a realistic look while making the world as fantastical as possible.
Yeah. Kenny, Preston, any
Yo.
thoughts, comments?
I really don't. Not on this one.
Not on this one. What about you, Ken?
Which one's this? Appreciation?
Yeah, creation appreciation.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out.
It's okay.
Oh, what is the name of that one? I forget. I think it's called like something day. I forget how many days, but it's Days in Fallujah. It's a war movie. No, it's not. It's not that one. Where is the movie called? I forget. It's a war movie, and you know, like most war movies, like 47 Hours, I think is the name of that one movie, or 27. You know, they add like subtle changes to the gunfights, and there's music in the background and stuff. Or like they won't actually shoot the rifles; they'll just add the gunshots in and After Effects. There's this one movie, forget what it was, but it was done by a war veteran. It was directed by a war veteran, and everything was realistic. The gunshots, they shot blanks. There was no music in the background, so people were like off put by the movie because it didn't
They actually
it didn't like fictionalize
the guy
or
who shared that daggum photographer.
yeah, it didn't make
That's a
things seem
dumbass.
more friendly. They made it
They made it real.
actually realistic, and I want to watch that movie. Don't remember what it's called though, but I want to.
Nice. One I want to add.
I'm a Dexter.
Huh?
My bad. My dog sat on my lap. I was enjoying it, and then he kind of just
Hold on.
went
Wait a minute.
ran off because he saw a car.
Wait a minute.
Oh. Anyway,
One more thing.
You didn't have to add that thing.
Last
in
thing
there.
for now, probably about
yeah,
my
let's
side.
get away from this.
with Fury,
Branch out,
y'all know
y'all.
the war movie Fury.
Yeah, Fury.
They
Yeah.
almost I don't remember precisely, but a lot of that is accurate. Like historically, their uniforms, their tank lines, the tanks themselves, the way that they operated, all that kind of stuff was pretty on point.
That's cool. One of the ones I have, I
Mhm.
put it in how movies influence people and how they make us feel. It was right next to Before Sunrise, Casablanca, and then you got Rango. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
I love Rango.
Rango.
I will say how it makes me feel is
Bro.
Rango makes me feel like it's helps me try to reflect and see who am I, because that's the big question in the movie a lot through the whole movie. Who am I? He's self-discovering. But the way they went about making this movie, even though it's an animated movie, they got the actors to get on sets and do a lot of the movements and stuff, and they basically played out a live action movie and basically used that as a reference to animate the characters in the animated movie. And like I say a lot, there was a clip out there where
Mhm.
Johnny Depp said it's not like motion capture, it's emotion capture, where they were evoking certain portrayals on their face and everything. They weren't just sitting around talking, then moving around. They were playing the characters, which I thought was a really good going the extra mile for the movie, in a sense, because they didn't have to do that.
yeah.
Any other comments, thoughts, concerns?
Something that I
this-
just remembered
Hmm.
with the creation and appreciation. If y'all notice in the Avatar movies, Jake Sully, he'll like tilt his head as he talks,
Yeah.
and that's something that I forget the guy's name. No, that's something the guy who plays Jake Sully, he'll actually tilt his head whenever he talks, like in interviews and stuff. He'll tilt his head, and instead of having him break that and just him not do that, they actually added that as a part of his character.
Yeah. I thought I wanted to add this for catchphrases as well. There's a lot of catchphrases and stuff that and just stuff that happens in the movies that was not scripted, but they keep it in.
Yeah.
Like the Star
Yeah,
Wars I know.
a lot of that's in Marvel.
There was one where it's like it was in Beetlejuice where like he kicks down the model tree and he says, "Nice freaking model." That was not in the script. And that was not supposed to happen. That tree wasn't supposed to fall down. But yeah, stuff like that. Any other things for creation appreciation?
I think I'm all out.
No, but I do have an off-topic thing to say. Preston, get off TikTok.
Is it off topic?
Yeah,
Don't
that is
say
extremely off topic.
is it
It's
off-
going to be TikToks the whole time.
Extremely off topic, but does it relate to movies in some way?
no.
No,
He just said it. He told Preston to get off TikTok.
Oh, okay, never mind. Get off TikTok, Preston. Yeah. Anyway,
Hold on a second. Give me like 100 seconds. Hold up.
give me.
Oh my god! What?
Say that last part again, Alex.
I don't know what I said. I said get off TikTok, and I started stuttering.
Who, me?
Okay, bro.
Cease.
Cease. Okay. All right. Some more subtopics. We've got three more, other than respect for independent film. You want to do that one first? Get that knocked that out of the way, because we really kind of we've danced around that one for a lot because we keep
Yeah,
bringing up
we
Iron
have.
Lung. We keep bringing up Iron Lung too.
That's the only.
It's the only one.
That's
What
the
I
only
didn't
really
know-
good one.
Okay, we'll talk about that briefly right now. What I didn't know.
Well,
Okay, let me say mine and I'll let you do yours. What I didn't know is apparently Quentin Tarantino's movie Pulp Fiction. I don't know how many of them. Independent film can mean a lot of things, but I think a lot of it boils down to most of it passion projects, but which was what
Mhm.
Iron Lung was anyway. I didn't know this. I'm pretty sure the video I watched, Pulp Fiction was a passion project. which you wouldn't see. There's a lot of movies that apparently they had a very low budget, but they were very successful.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And then there's movies that'll be like, they're not successful when they come out, but then they'll come down the line. There'll be cult films and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff. Love me some good cult films. Dark Crystal
Oh,
one.
there was one movie that did that recently. I forget. Oh, Terminator. Terminator.
Terminator is a passion project.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, Terminator. No, it's a movie that is aged,
Oh yeah, that's
but it wasn't really well received. Yeah, it wasn't well received during its time, but it's grown to be way more loved now.
oh yeah.
And also, a little unrelated, but a book series, I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream,
Yeah.
that also has picked up a lot more with
But it also
AI and
ties
everything.
into inspirations as well. I have a mouth
Mm.
my screen because there's a TV show, Amazing Digital Circus. I feel like it's very heavily inspired by that.
There's a game about
Mhm.
it too.
yeah, there's a game too. But any other things on independent film?
Nope.
Independent
Um,
film, honestly, the only reason I think we've only seen really Iron Lung make it is most of the time it does seem to be a recurring theme that Hollywood or some other something is just shutting down independent
Yeah.
films a lot more, like
It's 'cause-
pushing them down.
Yeah. It's that I feel like
So you don't
if we
often
go,
see
I
'em.
feel like if we go deeper into that, that's going to be a whole nother topic for a whole nother episode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That we might do, but we'll see when we get there. Okay, so we're gonna branch out again to the next subtopic.
This is the thing.
I did. We'll go cultural significances. What are some cultural significances? Like
Let's see.
to elaborate, how does some films or some film or some movies affect the social aspect of people that go and watch it to more how does it impact the culture if it's successful or if it's really well known in a sense?
First thing
Or-
that came to my
I
mind.
feel like
Black
a lot
Panther.
of the
Black Panther? Yeah, that was a good.
I didn't like the second one that much.
yeah,
Never watched
Yeah.
the second one.
Second one was
I mean, I watched-
never watched it.
I watched half of it. I'm just gonna say that.
Get out, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say what was the one? What was? Oh,
I feel like. Oh, sorry.
it's okay. I'm gonna add this one and I'll let you go. There was one we watched last year in
Alright.
film class.
Ex Machina.
No, not that one. That one.
No.
Don't ever bring that one up again.
No.
Don't go watch that. Do not go watch it, especially if you're underage.
Oh,
But-
now someone's gonna go watch
That was
that.
a good. That
Oh,
was a good class session, but I didn't care for the movie too much.
I'm
oh.
sorry to that one viewer that's
Thirsty
gonna watch
freshman.
this now.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you.
Cursing
We
Preston.
warned you. We warned you. If you come back after you watched it, don't go watch Ex Machina. But
Just cut that out. Just cut that out.
That's where it's from.
Yeah.
Got it.
Get it. Okay. 2011: A Space Odyssey. There's a scene where he's going through
Yeah.
a wormhole, and the way that they made it that way, the way that they did that scene with like paint on a roller or whatever, it looked really trippy. But like there's also an intermission in the movie. So and the reason there's an intermission in the movie is because it was like the 70s at the time. It was 70s or 60s or whatever. Apparently this was like at the peak or somewhere
Say it again?
near the shut up, Preston. Near the point of Woodstock. And if you know anything about Woodstock, they love their special candies that make them see things. So anyway, the director said he got that intermission in there, so if there were like any teens or any young people in the audience that would go smoke their stuff, come back, by the time whatever they put in their bodies hit, it would be at the point to where they saw that trippy scene of them going through that wormhole and it would freak them the frick out.
Illegal substances.
Yeah. So that was a hopeful thing for him to like, oh, you feel like you need to do drugs, so boom, you're getting a freaking acid trip. That was cultural significance, I think, in a sense, because he was
Yeah.
using the culture
I
to
feel,
his advantage.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
oh, there is one. There's another one. When James Gunn did
Oh.
like the first Guardians movie, I think
Yeah.
they're. No, this might be a hot take. I think there were after that when he did the first Guardians movie, and there was like a lot of music. It was very music motivated in the sense with the soundtrack. A lot of the Marvel movies and maybe some other superhero movies tried to replicate that in a sense with the music and
Yeah.
all that. They tried to replicate it. Now they can't replicate it like the gun. Like my good friend India said when we first met, the gun does not jam. But
James Gunn.
that's what she said when we first met. She's like, the gun does not jam. I remember. Anyway,
I believe that.
but I feel like ever since he did that one good movie, because that's one of the best movies in my opinion. I love this trilogy. Anyway, I think a lot of them unintentionally or intentionally tried to replicate what he did with that first Guardians movie.
I
Yeah.
forget the name of the movie. I think it was like a Mad Max movie,
Fury Road.
but no, I don't know. It may have been. There was like a fight against cigarettes, and in the scene,
They were
the
fighting
character was going to
cigarettes?
have his
Yeah, that's what
it
I
was
was
like
thinking.
in the culture,
Oh, okay.
like society. They were like
Yeah.
having a like a you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy was gonna have his final send off in an oil truck to delay the Raiders coming, and
Yeah.
he wanted, as his last request, he wanted one last smoke. But the Raiders was like, "Hey, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be fighting cigarettes, pro the ban of cigarettes."
Yeah.
And one of the set crew, well, not one of the set crew, I think it was the actor himself, snuck a cigarette onto the old truck. So whenever in the scene, whenever he rolled over in the old truck and he looked up, there was a half smoked cigarette just up there. So he just took the cigarette and lit it.
Crazy word.
Which I mean, that's. I guess that falls under culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, I feel like we had Forrest Gump, Major Payne, Independence Day, Terminator, Alien movies. All of those movies, I feel like they had a huge culture impact between making not only the very patriotic Americans in our country, but I feel like though based on one very obvious thing that was in all those movies and it is very quite frequent in them, guns, made a lot of very very pro gun happy
A lot of
people.
pew pew.
I feel like that is a definite cultural impact from that era of movies because it made people a lot more proud, a lot more what's it called, patriotic.
Average
whole thing.
80s American hero in a movie. It's like it was like the craze in a sense. There was a movie that kind of was like the staple of that. It was kind of, I feel like it was kind of mocking it. There's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Shut up, Preston.
Didn't say anything.
I could hear you thinking. Anyway,
Now look what people think of
I
me.
was reading the mind.
Anyway, it's called it's called like Your Favorite Action Hero or something. It was him playing as an action hero in a movie. Like he was a movie character that came to the real world or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was like it was kind of like
I know what you're talking about.
It was like a satire of the 80s
Yeah.
action. But yeah, that was like the culture back then. And there's also like a cultural significance as well back in the 80s for an episode coming up eventually, but we're not going to get too deep into it. is dark fantasy movies and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Like back in the 80s, that was the big thing. That was the big thing. Dark fantasy movies like Dark Crystal. I keep bringing it up. Never Ending Story. A lot of those dark fantasy-esque movies. Not Lord of the Rings. I wouldn't consider Lord of the Rings one.
I
More
do
of a high
believe
fantasy.
we have that on the list to make a whole dedicated episode to. Do we not?
What, Lord of the Rings?
No, the dark fantasy
Yeah,
within
that's what I'm saying.
media.
That's what I'm saying. I was just gonna like give it a little tidbit to it because like a lot of I feel like a lot of people had the same idea at the time with the 80s culture, why they made a lot of movies like that, like Conan and stuff like that. But we're not going to get
I
too
see where
deep into that for the next. We're going to get to that when we get to that episode. Do we have anything
Yep.
else for cultural significance, or do we want to do that? The last subplot I got.
I'm clean out of things to say, so.
Alrighty.
I have something real quick for
Okay.
creation and appreciation, not for the cultural stuff, just
Okay.
because it came to my mind.
Okay.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes, that is a good
The
one.
dedication to that one was really
There
good
was a lot
because
of
all of that
puppets
is
made for
stop
that.
motion.
Yeah, there was a lot of puppets made for that.
Mm.
A lot of money went into that. And we can also talk about adding to that claymation stop motion films. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of budget. Like for one, there's a scene in Kubo and the strings, it's called Kubo and the 10 string, whatever, Japanese stop motion film, whatever. Anyway, there's a scene where they fight this giant skeleton. That giant skeleton was their biggest puppet. It was like bigger than the people that animated that movie. It was like bigger than a normal person for like that one scene. Just look it up. Look up Kubo, giant skeleton prop, whatever. Anyway, that's all I had to say on that. Anything else? Or are we going to go to the next ones?
I think I'm all out.
All right. Last subtopic. For
All
me.
out.
Anyway, inspirations in the medium, which just means like how do we get inspired by movies? What do people get inspired by to make some of these movies? Just kind of like that general topic.
Let's see.
Like like for one, we'll give an example. We talked about this in the film class as well when we watched Before Sunrise. The dude that made the movie was on vacation and then got an idea of a movie about watching people because he watched a lot of people during his vacation. Got inspired by that. Like, I will, with my inspiration with movies, I write. Everybody that knows me knows I write. What has inspired me to do that is seeing all these great stories being made by people. Like, big inspiration for me is like, I'm a big anime fan. I love One Piece. I look at One Piece, I'm like, this dude made this. He has the best he has a really great imagination to just create stuff. And then I look at other stuff that I love. It's not the fact that I love them. It's the fact that someone took a chance to go out and make something for themselves and make it original.
Yeah.
And all these people all these accumulation of people that I see doing this inspires me to do it.
Yeah. It's like a lot of the big movies like Jurassic Park, when it first came out, it was a huge gamble as most people didn't believe in current CGI or anything. They thought the movie would fail horribly, but it turned out to become this legend and titan of a franchise that still stands today and is pretty well respected overall.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts, concerns, Kenny or Preston?
Not to.
Man, y'all ain't pulling y'all weight. Y'all getting kicked out. I'm playing.
I mean, I don't. In the first half,
I'm messing with y'all. Y'all good. Y'all did really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought
Kenny hasn't said anything.
really thought I'd be lagging behind.
No, y'all been doing all great. It's all
I
good. It's all
thought I
good.
was going to flop after like 20 minutes talking, but I actually
No,
managed to
you're
pull
good.
some ideas out my mind.
No, you're all good.
I
You're
should
all
about to say
good.
something else.
Who, me?
I can't really think of anything.
It's all
I
good.
haven't
It's all
really been
good.
inspired by
It's all
movies
good,
recently.
man.
There.
Oh man, I forgot all about Breaking Bad and dude,
Talk
course you're
about it.
Better Call Saul.
We can
Hold up
talk
one
about
second.
that later if you want. Just let me know. We'll
Another
make an
podcast?
episode.
Yeah,
Another podcast. Okay. Here's the thing.
Blake's gonna be in that one.
Blake might be it. We'll
He's
see.
gonna
We'll
want to
see.
be.
I hope
He's
Blake.
gonna want to be.
Blake. I was really hoping Blake could be in this one. Blake, you have been missed. Thank you. I hope your I hope your nephew is doing well, Uncle Blake. Let's just start calling him that when we see him at school. Uncle
Oh,
Blake.
for real? He is an uncle now.
Uncle Blake.
Oh yeah, he is.
Uncle Blake. Anyway.
Oh my
Don't say it
gosh.
like that.
Yes.
Please don't say it.
You don't say it like that.
Okay, but like the inspirations for me. This was me trying to tell the audience in a sense. Look at what you like. And for me it's movies, obviously. But it's not just movies, it's stories. It started from movies, stemmed out to books and everything. Look at what you like and then realize someone took a chance to make that. And then look at it and then reflect on yourself like, do I have the inspiration to look at this and get inspired and do it myself? I want you to really think about that as we've talked about that. But okay. Any other points, concerns, topics on movies that we'd like to talk about?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. He's you know
guy-
what he's made, right?
He was
Yeah,
Walking
he's made
Dead, Invincible.
Yeah, The Walking Dead and Invincible. I don't know what draws me to those two specifically because they're two completely different things, but they're like I don't know. I don't know what my life would be without them.
Yeah. Wait, what was that one character? Wait, there was one character. Conquest was voice acted by a guy who killed one of the characters in a previous series, and they referenced it. I remember that.
Yeah, a lot of the Walking Dead characters.
They
went over
voiced
to
for Invincible.
A voice for Invincible. Yeah, like
dude
we've
that
got
voices Aaron, Immortal.
Who voices
Aaron
Immortal? Aaron.
The dude that played Aaron.
Aaron. I don't know who Aaron is.
He's the dude with the
Hey, Ron.
Are you talking about the Prince?
5 or 6? No, it's the King Ezekiel. I can't remember who he voiced Cyborg too.
Yeah, he does.
He voiced a lot of things.
He voices a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the guy that plays Negan, guy that plays Negan is Conquest. The guy that plays as Mark Invincible is
Glenn.
Glenn.
Maggie voices the one that's like supposed to be portrayed as their version of Wonder Woman.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like Wonder Woman or something.
It's
Maggie
voices
her.
Warrior.
It's
something.
Yeah, Maeve is from The Boys.
Maeve is from The Boys. Yeah, that's right. Hey, there is a good bit. Oh no.
Invincible.
And then there's the dude that plays Jesse Pinkman. He's a
Oh
villain.
yeah. You're not listening.
He can't keep getting away with this. Anyway, for a closing out subtopic, what are some movies that we are excited for?
Definitely Invincible.
Definitely
Invincible.
Movies and shows coming out. Invincible new season.
Y'all know the new
I'm ready
Noir
for
coming out.
Oh wait,
I saw that Noir.
Spider-Man Noir coming out in like May.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it's coming out in like 2 or 3 years, I think. I'm ready for the second part of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc.
Oh, that'd be good.
It's cut up into 3-part movies. I've watched the first one. It was so good.
Yeah.
They changed the animation style a little bit. I didn't like it at first. I'm starting to like it. It's pretty cool. I need it.
I need it. Obviously, Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Isn't there a new Spider-Man coming out? Brave New World?
Spider-Man
Brand New Day.
Yeah, and then there's Spider-Man. There's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 3 coming out eventually. If Meet Moore can get his stuff together, But you know,
Keep his hands to himself,
yeah.
or his mouth and
What
his
is
hands to himself.
Braxton, any
Apparently,
What? Me?
Kenny,
He
I'll
was
let
not
you
married.
go.
More sees this.
Any movies?
Jason Momoa is
That's
making a
lovely.
Helldivers 2 movie.
Oh yeah, I did see
Oh
that.
yeah, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Supergirl. He's also in Supergirl.
A
He's gonna
Supergirl
play,
movie by
He's gonna
James
play
Gunn.
Lobo. Yeah.
I'm ready for that movie
yeah,
too.
Braxton, any movies?
Oh, and what's it, The Man of Tomorrow?
I got one.
coming out?
Minecraft movie 2. I'm just kidding.
That is right. I forgot about that. They
Yeah,
are doing
no,
that.
no, that's happening. Jason
Yeah.
Momoa is
I
doing a
forgot
Minecraft
about
movie as
that.
well.
I heard about that. I was just like, there ain't no way they actually.
Yeah.
I just find it funny. That is.
It
such a
makes me
joke.
think of like that
Yeah.
scene from Smiling Friends where he's like, "Alan, we are so friends."
Alan,
It's like theater workers when they see Minecraft
Yeah.
2's playing.
Oh no.
You know,
Yeah,
on my planet, sock on the door means somebody.
Okay, bro.
Shut up.
Shut.
Clip that.
Shut.
Also,
Also,
upcoming
I'm gonna make that a
show,
sound.
One Piece season 2. One Piece season 2.
The live action?
Yeah, the live action, and also the anime. That's gonna be some good
Ooh.
stuff.
I don't have any more things to add for movies, but I do have some final closing thoughts.
Okay.
Good night.
Well, if you ever, bro, if you ever feel like you can't do something or you're not going to succeed, just remember that, well, people who made these movies, these franchises, these monsters of the titans of the industry today, they all took a gamble.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, life is a lot of gambles or
Yeah.
a lot of bets, a lot of opportunities you have to take. And if God's willing, you'll make it to the end.
Exactly. Let it be God's will, but you also.
Where did the inspiration come from Braxton? That's usually how I be talking.
Inspiration. I could tell Braxton was freaking hyped for this episode.
He was very excited for this
I could tell
episode.
how he was talking. He was hyped. I'm glad I love this energy though. I'm glad he's here for it. Anyway,
Mhm.
any other comments or anything before we end it out?
You want to hear my inspiration?
Yeah, let's hear everybody's inspiration before we close. What's your
Jeez.
inspiration, Preston?
I forgot the quote already, dude.
Bro was gonna quote.
it wasn't even an inspiration. It was a joke. It was like the
Of course it
where
was a
he was
joke.
where he slashed into Adam Eve's chest, and then he said, Conquest was talking to him, and then he
I'm
said,
so lonely.
I don't care how fast you are. I don't care how strong you are. I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
No,
literally
don't give up.
Great
Would not have
inspiration.
would not have won without Adam Eve.
Yeah, would have not. Okay. Kenny, any inspirations? Any comments?
Never back down, never what?
No, not really.
Exactly. Never give up. Well, I've already given you all my inspirations. I've told y'all, go create your stuff. Get inspired, guys. Because
Get
you look
inspired.
at all this stuff that we've people have made, books, movies, stories, video games, and we're all of course gonna branch out through all those topics at some point. But
He keeps saying it.
Get-
He can't keep getting
if they can do it, there's no excuse for y'all not to try it. Also, get inspired to do what you like and do it. If it's all good and on the eyes of the Lord, go do it. Go do it. Get fired up for it. Pursue.
Speaking to the audience,
Pursue
too.
growth. Speaking to the audience and to you guys and to myself, go chase your goals if it's in good with the Lord in His eyes and
There
it's
went
His will.
Braxton.
Braxton left.
Yeah, he just left.
Well,
That
bye,
happened in an
Braxton.
accident. He was
Yeah, for
coming
real.
back.
I
Trust
didn't
me.
even say goodbye.
It's all good. Anyway, he was here for a good bit. Good
His phone
time, not a
died.
long time. Dang. It's all good. It's all good.
Wait, how did he text me that his phone died? Oh, no.
question.
Anyway, these are we're closing out now. We're closing out. So obviously we've talked about movies. We'll talk about it later. We'll have different angles of discussion on movies on different episodes too. This isn't going to be like the only movie-esque
Ooh, excuse me.
episode. We'll still talk about movies. This was just kind of a starter of a more focused episode, because this is really kind of, I feel like, the structure that we're going to go for going forward. Of course, I want to say again, as an audio statement, we're doing the Before trilogy episode. We are. Everybody that wants to be in it, please be in it. Watch those movies. But I'm excited to do that, because then they're just great movies, and I wanted to do it. So this is just me saying to future Alex, you're gonna do it, or the past Alex is gonna come back and eat you.
Oh,
But
You would have to break some kind of like.
yes,
You have to
please.
make some
Yes,
kind of paradox.
please. Anyway, anyway, this is the closing. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'm that green fellow. He's my friends Kenny, Preston, and Braxton, who has fortunately left us. But
he forfeit.
You made that
Forfeit.
sound like he died.
No, he is not. He's
No longer with
he's
us.
no longer with us. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. We don't know what it's gonna be. Well, I know what it's gonna be. You don't. So wouldn't you like to
He
know
leaves us in the dark.
weather boys and weather girls? I update
Send
y'all
them.
before we record. Don't even play. Anyway,
Stay curious, people.
anyway,
Stay curious.
Stay curious, people. You'll know when we know. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And y'all have a good night. This is the end of the podcast. I'm stopping record.